Hi, in this video, we're going to test out and review the new med or the latest addition to the med type attachments, which is the Wasteland Apothecary. One of the common questions being asked is it applicable to the whole party or is it a single target? What will happen if you equip this to um, a healer that heals the whole party, right? So I'm gonna test it out, and I'm gonna also show and compare the dam or the heal that it will give to Institute Scholar. So that's the most common med type attachment being used right now, and I'm gonna use Madison for this. All right, I know it's quite obvious that Institute Scholar will give more uh, heal result, but let's just test it out. All right, so. I have here a recording of the battles that I've done already. And let's see. Okay, so for the first battle, we're gonna use the greens only for the Institute Scholar. The Institute Scholar is here. Outgoing healing effectiveness boosted by 25%, and then since I'm using Madison, healing has an additional 8%, so that's 33% all in all. Versus with Wasteland Apothecary later on when we try it out, it's only gonna give out, I believe, hold on, let me show it. Here, yeah. So it's gonna give out 15% more bonus. So that's like twice as much bonus as the other one. But yeah, let's. So I'm gonna show you this set first. The Institute Scholar. This is the battle that I've had with it. Just okay. So let's start. Okay. Okay. So Madison's heal for the perk. So this is just the perk because she hasn't max. She's not yet 100% in her AP. So this is not the skill. This is the perk. It's 4648, and then her AP is almost full. Okay, so there you go, 7427. So just note it down. And now I'm gonna forward it to the actual test for the Wasteland Apothecary. So let me show you where. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna use green because this will be a better comparison in terms of the heal output. So green versus green. And maybe just to let you guys know, it's hard. That's the only drawback for Wasteland Apothecary. Right now, it's really if you're an F2P player, it's very hard for you to get a good set. You can get white, green by crafting. It depends on how many materials you have, but for me, I don't have the purple and orange for it yet. So yeah. Okay, so let's go. Okay. So there's the perk. Uh, it's 4035. And so it's lower, of course. And then there's no increase in AP yet. So similar to the Curious Care, where I tested before, the 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 dispel for Curious Care only gets triggered whenever whenever the healer uses the skill and not the perk. So same case for this one. Wasteland Apothecary doesn't get the rage. Was that rage elixir? Is not triggered whenever the healer uses the perk. Alright, so now let's continue. And I'd like to apologize because the screen is flickering. I'm not sure why. Something's wrong with my emulator, perhaps. I'm using LD player. Okay, so we're almost full with AP. Okay, so this is a very critical part. We are going to check if the Rage Elixir will be for a single target or will it be for the whole party. All right, so that's a common question that we have since they released this new attachment. Okay, so let's look at this is the current APs of the dwellers. And please remember that for Madison, the heal will trigger two times. You will see Mr. Handy appear, and that's where the heal will trigger. Her skill will do two heals, or it will heal team, the whole team twice. So this is the first one, okay? So just observe and look closely. Strong, Sturgis and Kate's AP is half half and almost full. So yeah, you see, I'm gonna switch it back again. Their AP went up, and I hope you saw the red, what do you call this? Red animation from all the three dwellers. I'm gonna show you again. I'm gonna run it again. It's gonna trigger 228. So watch closely. I'm going to repeat it again. There you go. Did you see that? So that's the. Oh, by the way, the heal is 6439, and then the Rage Elixir was triggered, and it affected the whole party. Well, except Madison. As you can see, there's no red with her, but for the other three surviving dwellers that I have in this battle, they all have this red animation, and their APs went up. Okay, so I guess that answered the burning question. So the answer is yes, it affects all the dwellers in the party except the healer. And then the other question is, I mean, specific to Madison or any other dwellers that does multiple heals for their skill. Because when I tested Curious Care, if you guys have seen that video, the dispel was triggered twice. Every time Madison does the heal, the from her skill, the dispel is triggered with the heal that took place, right? So for this one, we'll see because the robot or Mr. Handy is gonna heal again. So we're gonna check if there's gonna be another increase in AP. Oh, where is it? Okay, so there you go. Uh, this is the second heal for this robot, and I don't think that it triggered the Rage Elixir. Because if it does, it's gonna be really OP for Madison, right? It's gonna be like cheating. I'm gonna show you again. Just watch closely and look if there's gonna be a red animation for Kate and Strong. See, there's none. Now that we are done with the tests, I think it is safe to conclude that Wasteland Apothecary is better than Institute Scholar if you are going to equip or if you are going to compare it with the same rarity as that with Institute Scholar. I think the advantage right now of Institute Scholar is that it's easier for you to get orange attachments, and versus with Wasteland Apothecary, where I think you have to pay to have a chance of getting orange attachments for it, right? So for free-to-play player, I think you could just, keep on using your Institute Scholar until you get a better color for these attachments. One tip probably that I can give is that just try to it will come to a point where you'll have a lot of attachments and you'll need to dismantle, right? So the only thing, or I mean, the only way that I got this Institute Scholar that sorry, the Wasteland Apothecary that I used for testing is here. So I just crafted a lot of it earlier. And the good thing about the med type attachment is that there's just three. wherein it's I would think it's easier for you later on to if you have a lot of crafting materials for a purple or orange, it's gonna be a bit easier for you to get Wasteland Apothecary. It's like if there's just three, so that's just one third chance of getting that actual type of attachment that you want versus if you're gonna try and aim for like an attack type, if a specific attack type attachment where there's a lot of attack types, right? So yeah, and then another thing that I've noticed is that of course Wasteland Apothecary will deal lesser heal output, but when I compared it, it's just 14. The percent difference is just 14.2%. So it's up to you if that's something that you are willing to risk or to compromise to get the where's that again? To get the this one, the Rage Elixir 20% AP bonus. Because I think 20% AP bonus is a lot if you get that for all your four dwellers in a combat. So that's really a lot. All right, so yeah, that's it for me today. I hope I somehow helped you decide whether to go for this attachment or not. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.